There we go. See how that goes for us. PONYTOWN. Pony.town. That's where we are. Hello, hello, hello. Who will be first? That is the question. Bizoo is first. Blizzard tried to steal it from you, but Bizoo was there first. I can't believe it. What a close race. Let's send this over to the Discord server so people on the Discord server know that I'm going live here today. Alrighty. Yeah, I'm getting married. I'm getting married in February. It's gonna be great. I can't wait. I'm gonna hop over to the like the 18 plus server or something like that and just go to some maps here. And I thought maybe I could do a little bit of building or something like that. You just turned on my keyboard. Oh, just turned on my keyboard. I thought you said I did that. I was like, what the hell? How did I do that? Dolan, hello. Kala Wars, hello. Blue Wolfie, hello. Welcome. Slope, hello. What the Sigma? Minty, hello. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. I don't think I've ever really done this specifically where I just stream building, basically. I know I've built in streams and stuff like that a little bit before, but I don't think I've ever made that like a main focus. So I have this unfinished mini golf course here that I've been working on, and maybe we could try to finish it for the stream. Here comes a cat. Cat wanted to say hello too. Thank you for the congratulation messages. Zero, hello. Ah, I'm being scared. I've been jump scared. RTX, I once built a cult map. It was fun. That does sound fun. How dare you stream when I'm working? Raw. Just slack off, I guess. I don't know. Let me get this cat. There you go. Yeah, I don't think I've ever just straight up built during a stream before, like for the stream. And we can do that while we talk about some random things, like the wedding. It's actually like we're making headways for the wedding. It's gonna be pretty good. We found a location we want to do it in, so we know how much it's gonna cost now and everything. We know what we want for like the food for the reception and things like that. We're getting there. I was about to go to bed. He has the worst timing ever. I gotta clock in at 10:50. Glad I could finally catch a stream. Nerd with a beard. I'm glad you could be here too. You know what? I'm a nerd with a beard too. Well, actually, I shaved last night, but I'm a nerd with a beard too. I'm doing a mini golf course in PONYTOWN. Here's the first hole. Very simple. The second hole, also kind of simple. Third hole, you could try to risk going across here, you know. The suit, we need ideas for suit. I don't have a suit yet, so does mini golf work in PT, if you don't mind me asking? No, unfortunately, it really doesn't. I mean, I'm sure you could probably... Oh, I just realized I could probably use this as a putter. Do you think that works as a putter, or does that look too much like a soup label? You could definitely, like, try to roleplay it or something like that. As far as, like, actually rules and things like that, I'm not sure if you could really make it work. You would have to... I guess you could do something where you roll a number or something like that, and that shows, like, how far you go or something. That's probably the best way to do it, but I don't know. we might figure it out later, you know? We might find something really good to make that work. How move egg when hit? It doesn't move. You just gotta pretend. You gotta use your imagination. I still remember having you build the void hole during your viewer suggestion maps. It was fun. What? Oh yeah, I remember. I know what you're talking about. Hey Danny, did you attend the Summer Solstice Gala? Summer Solstice Gala. The event that's going on right now is Rave of the House of Bells. That's not what that is. I think I know what you're talking about. I'd have to look. Hang on. Is that what that was called? I don't remember them calling it that. Where's that server at? Oh, it was Summer Solstice Gala. I don't remember it being called that at all. Yeah, I was there. I didn't stay for too long, and I also kind of showed up a little bit late. I wasn't there for, like, basically anything important at all. I joined, like, right before they started doing the cha-cha slide a bunch. Gets a hole in one. milk and cereal. Bowl of cereal. Let's get a bowl of cereal. You gotta have some ponds that balls can roll into. Oh, yeah, that's true. I should. I meant how it works, like, how you do, like, roll the dice and then walk that many, determine where the ball goes. Yeah, that's probably how you would have to do it. There are these things here. So maybe you could, like, roll, like, I don't know, like, 50 or something? And then count that many. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you know, etc. And then say that's where 39th one is, maybe? You could maybe do something like that. It's possible. I stayed for the whole event. That's good. The event is kind of, I don't know. It was a nice event, but I didn't really care too much for it. It was just a lot of dancing and stuff like that. If I had been there early, it probably would have been more fun, but I don't know. I'm not a big fan of, like, huge things like that, you know? Oh my god, this cat is putting all of his weight on one little part of my leg and it hurts so much. Lord have mercy. Yeah, this takes some time to do. But I think it's worth it. I think it's gonna look really good, you know. I do need, like, a theme for some of these courses too, like some of these holes. I mean, like, is one of them gonna be a space theme? I should do a space one, if that's even possible, right? I had to wake up at 5 a.m. to represent my Reggie and 2 others. Nice, nice. Well, I mean, I wake up at 5 a.m. every day. But then I go back to sleep until, like, 6. So, as a minigame enjoyer, you could roll 1 die, how far, and, for example, a 5-sided die to see how off-kilter it lands, 3 being it hits directly where you want, 1 or 5 being fully to the side. Yeah, you could definitely do stuff like that. I would love for it to, like, I don't know, be really, really well done, rather than it just be, oh, roll this. I've only been to 2 events, but I didn't stay long for either. That's fair. I mean, there's an event going on right now. If you go to event.pony.town, they got Rave of the House of the Bells going on right now. They're trying to raise money for Purple House, I think it was called. Project Purple. They're trying to raise money for Project Purple. If I'm not mistaken, it's some kind of cancer thing. I honestly have no idea, though. I don't know charities that well. What? Would you just lay down instead of just clawing at me? You can't. I don't have a camera on. I'm actually, you know what? I do have a picture of him somewhere. Let me find it, and I'll show you guys a picture of him. Hang on. I know I have it because I put it in a Blender project recently, just for funnies. Where is it? Where is it? Here it is. It loads. There he is, just vibing in his little box. He likes boxes. He's blind. The bird says whatever chat says. That's because that bird is chat. That's a yellow-breasted chat. This is him. This is like a couple of years old now at this point, I think. Like a year. This is like a year ago, I think. Or last Christmas, maybe. I have no idea. But he's blind. He can't see, so he can't see you. Yeah, true, though. In order for it to be based on skill, you would probably have to incorporate some sort of side minigame to see if it was successful roll to where they want, like on trivia. Well, see, that's the thing. Like, it can't be... Oh, shit, I'm typing in chat now. It can't just be you roll the dice. If you get successful roll, it lands where you want. Because obviously you're going to be like, I want it to land here on first go. So you're always going to aim for the hole. Trying to land anywhere else wouldn't make any sense. Like, why would I want to land here? You know, I would want to land here on the first one. And then even if I did land here somehow, I would then choose this spot again, and so on until whatever, you know. This actually, like, what I have so far actually is under the object limit for default members. Barely, but it is. Blind cats always look so full of wonder. Yeah, because they can't see shit. He's, I think he can see light a little bit or something, because he seeks out light sometimes. Like, if you have, like, an open window, or, like, if you turn on a bright light near him or something like that, he kind of reacts to it, like he can see the light somehow. Project Purple is a non-profit organization dedicated to supporting patients, raising awareness, and educating the world about pancreatic cancer. Yeah, see, I thought it was a cancer thing. I don't know much, but I know that somehow. Yeah, this is gonna be... Yeah, we definitely have to add water. Oh, I did add water to this hole here. There's like a water hazard on this one. Moth cat? Is he a moth cat? Oh yeah, because the light thing I said. I don't know. He seems to like the light, so I'll let him have the light. I think the best way to do it is to have grass be a checkerboard using blue and green or another tiles. How far you want to hit also affects the difficulty of the trivia question. Yeah, I thought about having it be like a grid like that or something too, because that's just a logical way to go about it, you know? And you just count the amount of spaces. So you roll whatever. You have to roll an amount that could be, you know, a hole-in-one, because you have to be able to get a hole-in-one somehow. I can move this over a little bit. There we go. Now I can fix this. There we go. It's all about the small details, guys. It's all about the small details. All about the small details. This looks good in a when you do damn, what is it? When you speed up the footage, it looks really satisfying to watch all of these little tiles go into place. Bloop, bloop. Kind of reminds me of like the super old building mechanics where you had to like place one tile at a time when you're doing flooring and stuff like that. But now you can just do that, so it's really satisfying. Well, it would be nice if there was like cloning, like if I could multi-select like a huge row like this and just bam, bam, bam. It would take like it would save probably easily, you know, at least it'd take like 10 minutes probably to do all of them if I could do it that way. Not sure what kind of blindness it is, but there is a blindness where people / animals are attracted to sudden light, for example, with phone, a screen, or fly. Yeah, I don't know. I've heard of that before too. Well, yeah, so if you want a hole-in-one, you would have to get a very difficult trivia question correct. I feel like the trivia would be kind of, I don't know. I feel like it wouldn't be as fun, you know, because you don't go to like mini golf to do trivia. Although that does kind of remind me of like a game show I wanted to do. And I kind of did it a little bit in Minecraft because it's really easy to set up in Minecraft. And it's Jump for Glory is what it's called. That's what I called it. Basically, you answer a trivia question, and if you get it correct, you gain the right to try to do the parkour to the next section, basically. So it's like they're set up in a certain way. So imagine this is a platform, and then this is slightly higher, and then this is slightly higher, and then, like, you know, parkour like this. You answer the trivia question correctly, then you get to jump to the next one. If you fail that jump, you have to go back to the start. But if you make the jump, then you make the jump. You can answer another question, and then you could jump to the next one, and so on and so on. And so there's only so many questions, and depending on how far along you made it along the parkour is how much money you would get in this game show, in this hypothetical game show. I think it would be really fun to watch people jump across little platforms like that. Parkour has always been really, really interesting to me, and I think having people do it for a game show would be really, really fun. I would love to be part of a game show like that. It'd almost be kind of like Wipeout in a way too, because it's, you know, there's a lot of jumping in Wipeout. Yeah, though that's honestly all I can think of for something that have skill tied to PONYTOWN, a game where skill is tough to yeah. You have to implement like strategy and stuff like that. Does your kitty like light reflections? I don't think so. Again, he can't really see. So he would most likely be... Oh, let me just use this since this is what I did for there. Yeah, we'll do it like that. There we go. All right, I think that's all of these done. Oh, wait, no, there's a little bit right here. There's a little bit over here. For skills in for skill-based games in PONYTOWN, you have to do games that require strategy. And that's not super easy to do. Not gonna lie, the first time I ever got invested in Reggie's was because of your 2020 video and the 123rd, so I guess I'd thank you for getting me interested in the first place. Yeah, that video in 2020 was like the first regiment ball, if I'm not mistaken. That was also where the gay pool was founded. Low bin with golf time to hit the target. Yeah, maybe there could be a timing aspect to it. That might be a really fun thing, because there are timers in PONYTOWN, kind of. I'm building a theater because why not in PONYTOWN? Oh, theater is really cool too. I need to build one of those. I've done one a long time ago, but it's always just been like just the stage basically. You know, I want to do one that's like actually like you get the theater, you get the backstage, everything. I think it would be really nice. There we go. And I have to say, I have not seen many, I have not seen very many theaters in PONYTOWN at all. Well, anyways, got to get ready to clock in. Have fun with the stream. All right, nerd with a beard. See you around. Oh, the gay pole. I loved that spot. Yeah, it's still there. Well, they kind of moved it, but it's still there. It moved. I don't remember when the first time it moved was, but it moved because of something. Like, something with the map changed in that area. I think it was when they expanded for, like, the beach. And they added, like, the... Yeah, that's when it first changed, I think. Is when they made the beach. I think. I might be wrong. Is that... That's probably good. Just like that. Oh, now I can't get through here. Oh, I guess I couldn't anyway. Alright. Yeah, let's get some on this too, I guess. Roll off into the grass. Here we go. That's pretty good. And just like 3 right here, maybe? Yeah, that's good. I'll probably leave this section alone because it doesn't make sense that you would need to cover that up and everything. Yeah, that was the first time it moved. It moved a little bit, I think a little bit more to the right or something like that. And then they added the campsite and stuff like that. And so that's when it moved again. And it moved downwards. I think they also made it a little bit nicer too. I'm not sure how I feel about the this being a putter. Because it just, the little hook there makes it feel like it's like a soup ladle or something. And I don't like that. Oh, wait, hang on. Could I use... That also feels weird, but maybe... Oh, wait, I'm being really stupid. I could just use the sledgehammer. Yeah, a sledgehammer might... Well, does that look good? Does that look like a putter? I kind of wish I could change the color of it. I have no idea. I don't know. That's... Let me just make one. I'll just make one. Let me get a sparkler. I misspelt it. Don't worry about me misspelling things. Yeah, I'll get this and we'll make it black. Like this. Oh, maybe I should make it white or something instead. I feel like that would make, well, I don't know what color to make it. Let's just make it yellow for now. And then we'll see what we can combo it with. It's like one of those old-timey ones. Yeah. Do one day use the theater for RP for actual plays. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. My fiance actually is an actor. They've done like a handful of plays and stuff. And that was, and I've done one too actually. I've done one with them before. It was actually kind of fun. Really kind of stressful in a way, but really fun. There's got to be something I can use as like it would probably be a food item. That could almost work. obviously it's not the right color. That could, oh yeah, that'll work. That works right there. Let me change the color to red. Red, red, red. Give me a red one. Is there even a red one? There we go. Oh shit, hang on. That little piece of white right there is kind of hurting it a little bit. Is there... There we go. Get rid of that one and put that there instead. That looks like a putter if I've ever seen one. A red putter, but it is mini golf. It's like, ooh, cool, yeah. Do you have a pet in real life? Yeah, the cat. I just showed him. Hang on, let me show him again. I have a cat that is blind. He actually has eyeballs, but this picture kind of looks like voids. He does have eyeballs. Trust me. He's got them. He just can't use them. Alrighty. I'll put another putter here. Yeah! That looks really good. I need to make another one. But it needs to be a different color. I guess these do have different colors. They come in yellow and they come in green. I don't think I'm gonna do a green one because it's kind of like, you know, kind of messed up or whatever. It's like green on green, so it's not gonna look as good. And then I can take this, and there we go. Yo! That's pretty good! That's pretty good! It looks like a putter! I'm pretty happy with that. I'm very satisfied with that, even. That one's messed up. There we go. Look at that. I just gotta make more of these in like every hole, basically. Oh, that's the wrong spot. Let's put this right here, I guess. Oh, and some of these are gonna be backwards, huh? Alright. Boom. We got some putters. Well, that's actually... There we go. I think the putters look really good. Green blends in too much. Yeah, it blends in way too much. I wonder if like a garlic would be better as a ball. I just immediately thought of egg when I first did this, but it's not very round. You know what I'm saying? And these, well, the raw cookie might be good. There's macaroons somewhere too. I could probably use those. They have different colors. This could even maybe be a good one. It feels way too big though. The berries feel too small, but then again, that is kind of basically the right thing, you know? It's like, it's kind of close to the right size in relation to the actual putter, if that makes sense. And they come in a couple of different colors, but they don't come in yellow, so that might not work. Where's the macaroons at? Am I blind? I must be blind. Where the fuck? There it is. Yeah, there's a macaron. Oh, there's not a red one, but I could get a pink one. Yeah, there you go. And then it'll be like, it's this person's turn on this hole, so they're going first on this one, etc., etc. Or I could just do them like that. I think it should be like this, where they're holding the ball over here, and it's their turn. So we'll have the putter right here. Yeah, there we go. That looks good. I think that's good. Let's replace all of these with a macaroon. And then we'll get you a yellow one and a pink one. There. I gotta put these on every single hole now. I gotta get rid of all of the eggs. Let me zoom out here. And just put these on here like this. Boom, 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 boom. Put one of these here. Oh, I didn't even put a plate on this one. I might replace these too, because I do think that they will make a lot more sense as holes if I replace them with something else, but I'm not sure what to replace them with yet. Put these both over here. Yeah, the eggs are too... they're too oval shaped to make sense, you know? I think I got one on every single one now. Let me clone the putters over here now to each and every single one. putter there, and a putter here, and a putter over there, and a putter over here. I am gonna add another hole as well, because right now we're at 10. Yeah, there's 10 holes right now, and I need more, so. Eggs are 2 egg-shaped? Yeah, they're 2 egg-shaped. Do you know My Little Pony? Yeah, of course. I made a lot of videos on it. I made some about some of the comics. Oh, I need to get the yellow ones to each hole now as well. Yellow, yellow, yellow. It's kind of more of an orange color, but still same thing. Put you over there. So on and so on. I like waffles, but I prefer pancakes. They taste the same, but the texture of them are technically a little bit different, if that makes sense. Whew. All right, let's get these going. Right down here. Give me one of these for the putter. Is it when you guys play mini golf? Do you guys play mini golf? When you guys play mini golf, do you do lowest score goes first on the next hole, or do you guys just stay in order, or like how do you guys do that? How do you guys determine the order when you guys play mini golf? I'm curious, and I want to know. When I play mini golf, I usually like to just keep it to whatever order we're currently doing. So if it's like red and yellow, for example, red would go first, then yellow would go, then red would go, then yellow would go, and let's say yellow scores it in first. Well, red would still go, you know, red gets it in second, and then it would be yellow's turn, you know, so yellow would go first anyway. We just keep it in turn order no matter how the hole turns out. That's how I do it anyway. That's how I like to do it, because it's so easy to keep, it's like to lose track, you know? If you don't have something set up, some kind of system. Here we go. Well, it is a bit of a shame that I can't really angle these a little bit differently. Actually, I might be able to. Because these... Oh, hang on. Wait, I can, I think. Because they have vertical versions. I could do like that. Does that look good if I do it like that, though? I don't think so. I think I'm just going to keep it like this just to keep it simple, you know? That way it's not stupid. My favorite show is My Little Pony, and my favorite character is Fluttershy. What's yours? I really like Fluttershy too, but I don't know. I have too many favorites. Haven't played much, but normally we do order, so like player 1, then player 2, and so on and so on. Yeah, some people, what they'll do is like, oh, you have a higher score, so you go first on the next hole or whatever. And some people are like, oh, you have a lower score, so you go first on the next hole. I don't like doing that though, because it gets way too confusing, and you have to constantly be checking the score, and I don't like doing that. I like just, hey, this is how it's going, you know. This is how it's going. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Get one of those over there, and one of those over there. Get one of these up here. And one of these up here, so I can position these as well. Yellow on this hole is trying to psych them out. They're trying to psych out red on this one. They're like, oh, you're gonna miss, you're gonna miss. Oh, you're gonna miss. That's why they're sitting over here. Delete the eggs, please. Alright. Just like this. You can sit on the side. That's pretty good. I'm liking this so far. It's coming out pretty good. I'll get a red and the yellow over here as well, and we'll get set up for the next one. Why not? Well, actually, before I do that, I do want to check out some of these other holes, like this one right here, for example. It doesn't really have any kind of hazard on it at all. At all. So I need to do some kind of hazard for this one. And I might want to kind of decorate the sides and stuff a little bit more. Is there any kind of other archway type thing I could do? Oh, I could, hang on, where was that at? That was a stick, right? I could do these lean more? Yeah, they do. So I could put one that leans like that. Hang on. And then one that leans like that. And I could just have sticks go over like this, and then, oh, you got like a little bridge or something like that. But I think that breaks really quickly when you try to walk through here, so it doesn't look right. I wonder if a curtain rod would look good. Speaking of MLP, I'm making my own infection analog horror AU. Not going to say much about it since it's not done. How do you stream videos? On YouTube with Streamlabs. Yeah, Streamlabs is what I use. And then you have to log in with on your YouTube account on Streamlabs and then hit go live basically, and it does it. Honestly, YouTube should have its own system for it, like how like TikTok does, for example. On TikTok, you can literally just hit go live and you're live now. You don't have to worry about any of that other nonsense. You just are now live. Does that work? I feel like that doesn't make any sense. I'm trying to think about how I could do like a tunnel, but that doesn't look right to me. It kind of looks a little bit like a bridge. I don't like that. Get rid of that. I could use curtains for some reason. Why would there be curtains here though? What if I did something like that and then we get like fencing or something? Or this maybe? No, because it's not hanging, right? Fencing wouldn't really be hanging either, but at least it would be... No, that's not gonna look right. Is there any kind of hanging object at all that would make sense here? I don't think there is. Unless, well, hang on. I could... Where's it at? Is it in this? Lord have mercy. I don't even remember what it's called. It's called dish rack. That's what it's called. Dish. Is this the hanging one? I have no idea. They don't say. Oh wait, they do. I'm just stupid. Okay. I need the empty one. Would that look right as like a way to connect these? I still can't get to the top of that though. No matter how I do this, it's not gonna layer right. God, that's really stupid. Yeah, you need a certain amount of people to be able to go live on TikTok, but it is literally as simple as hitting the go live button basically, and then you live. YouTube needs something like that. If you go on YouTube, if you go to like your YouTube account and you go to create, there is something called go live, but it doesn't go live. Like you do that and it doesn't go live and it doesn't do like a whole thing. It's really stupid. Why do I hear washing machine? I just joined. That is a, that's a 3D printer. I'm surprised no one else has pointed it out yet. What if I just, with the curtains, what if I just had the curtains go all the way up? It's a 3D printer. It's printing some stuff for me. That's gonna be fun. I might make a channel member exclusive video on it or something. What if I did something like this, where it's just a little bit, a little bit, a little bit? Does that work? I mean, it kind of does. I don't know how to feel about it though. There's no vertical rod. Like I can't make this vertical. It has to be sideways. What if I did something like that? Had it go up a little bit each time? Does that look okay? I feel like I'm overcomplicating it. Oh, I mean, I heard it, but I thought it was my neighbor, not gonna lie. Yeah. I'm surprised. I mean, yeah. I'm just surprised no one pointed it out yet. That's probably good. It's like a show. You gotta get through the curtains. Maybe there could be some kind of lore that the curtains are constantly closing and opening or something. I don't know. Make your putt. Bing. Right in the hole. Let's see if I can get a better hole than this. I could probably just, well, I was gonna say I could probably use a bigger plate and that would work, but what if I did something like a pie tin? No, because then you can tell there's like a lip there and that doesn't look good. That was kind of my problem. Almost every single object I have makes it look like you have to go up a hill, basically, or up like a little thing. So I can't just do... I mean, I could even just use a cup. But that also still feels weird. Dressed to impress all entrants? I don't know. Rope? That almost looks like it could be right. I don't know. I'm going to leave it as plates for now. Maybe eventually we'll come up with something that we could use. Yeah, because I can't think of anything that I would use. I almost use the iron ingot as balls, but they're a little bit too big, I think. And they don't really make good holes either, because they're thick. They got like a thickness to them, you know? I have a sad story I had, but then my old... I have a sad story. I had PT, but then my old PC broke, but then I bought a new one, and I logged in PT with my same account, but it didn't know me. It made me like a new player. I was sad, and I still don't know why. You probably accidentally created a new account. That's probably what happened. Or you probably deleted the account at some point and just didn't remember. We're gonna make this water, I think. Just like this and this. And we'll have like a little bit of a whole pond kind of thing going on. That way it looks like it's actually natural and not just part of the course. Right, and then we can have... What could we do? We could do the backs of these, maybe? I hate to have this be blocked off, though. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. What can we do? Is there anything we can do at all to make that look better? Oh, I can make it like a waterfall, maybe? But then that doesn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, where is the water coming from? Like, it's not crossing over. That's probably fine just like that, because it's supposed to be a skill-based thing. Actually, I could probably use these. That way it is kind of like a bridge, or at least put it on one side. That way, because you could easily fit, you know, like the ball could easily go underneath there. You know what I'm saying? If it was real, obviously. So you could still easily fall that direction or this direction, so you've got to be careful about how you do that one. Okay. This one is the next one I want to do something with. I'm not sure what we should do with this. What kind of theme should we do for this, you know? I tried everything, but still. I don't know. I mean, it sounds like, because it's really easy to just accidentally make a new account in PONYTOWN. Like, it's really easy. So you probably just accidentally made another account. Like, that's probably what happened. What if I just put some sand right here or something, and then right here? Or what if we went crazy and you had to go over a sand pit to get there? I think space. Let's do space for the next one. Let's do it. Why not? Let's go build the next one. We'll give it a shape of some kind. And we'll do a space theme. The shape, though, is something that's getting to me a little bit. What do I do? This way, like this, I guess? Just a simple, like, little S, almost. And then, how am I gonna make this space? I could make it black instead of green, but then it's like, why is this one black, you know? And then I also won't be able to do the hole like how I've done it on these. I believe you used another account by accident. I've never heard another player having that kind of problem, though. It's really easy to do. I mean, like, you can literally... Like, if you go to log in, if you accidentally log in with, like, Twitter when you originally logged in with, like, Discord or something like that, you suddenly have a new account now, and there's not much you can do about it. Oh, that's right, they have starry blankets. I could do something like that. That's a little bit... I don't know. That's a little bit messed up. I could have... How am I going to do stars in PONYTOWN? They really should have... Damien's... Hang on. Damien's challenging me. Ha! Get wrecked. Defeated. Oh, they're offline now. Never mind then. There are star cookies, I guess. I'll just use those. I'll just use star cookies. And then we'll kind of sprinkle them around. And this is the thing, right? I need the hole to be right there. Bro, I just heard some guy shouting for help. Boy, what the hell? Oh god. What the hell's happening? Should I just have the next one start like right here? And then go this way, go up, and then go that way a little bit or something? And then just go straight back down. That's probably gets... Oh shit, I accidentally made that. Go away, hang on. There we go. And then put you right here. And we'll need one of you over here. That's the next 2 holes. Well, this one's 11 anyway. Hang on. Why is... This doesn't have a plate. Give me a plate. Why don't you have a plate? You're supposed to have a plate. Good sir. Come back here. And you get a plate. And you get a plate. And I'll put another one like right there somewhere so I know I'll have it. Also, the 10 kind of feels like it's just in the wrong spot because it's like over there by that one. This is the edge of the thing, by the way. Yeah, it was connected to that one for some reason, but it shouldn't be. And then 11 is right here. I really wish we could customize signs in PONYTOWN. I thought you were gonna use cookie branches. No, why would I do that? The branch would ruin it. The branch would ruin the whole thing. You wouldn't be able to see. You wouldn't. I don't know. It just wouldn't look good. Gay. Damn. What socials did you use in your PONYTOWN account? Example: Discord, Patreon, etc. My old account is on Google, and I logged in with Google's. So I don't think so. I think there was a whole thing with Google accounts a long time ago. To be honest with you, like I think something changed with that at some point in time. I have no idea though. It's important to have multiple socials connected to your account anyway. That way, if you do try to log in the future and you don't remember which social you used, you could use basically any of them and you'd be logged in. Like I have my TikTok account connected, I have my Twitter connected, I have Discord connected, I think I even have Patreon connected and stuff like that. So I have like multiple different ones. So if I ever log out or for some reason stop playing for like a substantial amount of time and I don't remember what account I used, it doesn't matter. I can just use basically any of them because I've already logged in with them. So we'll have stars, right? But we need something that's actually going to be the obstacle. I'm thinking rocks because meteors, right? Although at the same time, I kind of want them to be more brown like this. Also, this mushroom probably would have made a great golf ball. One of these mushrooms. It's pretty round. I do kind of like the macaroons though because mini golf usually has very colorful balls. So maybe I could use these. Yeah, like this or something. And pepper these around. This would be a really difficult course, I feel like. I need to be careful about how I do this. Went to a place called Hate Burger and a really good burger. You had a really good burger at a place called Hate Burger. That's amazing. I don't know, I just hear help, help while a car drove past. It's probably some guy being dumb and shouting at random people walking on the sidewalk because sometimes that happens. That's insane, bro. That's insane. Yeah, let's have this be kind of close to the hole. This is gonna be a difficult course, I feel like. Let's use some rocks for this one since it's space and we'll have like, you know, space themed. Yeah, we'll mix and match. It don't matter. Yeah, that'll be fine. I can't really do that for that side, but it'll be fine. Whew. I don't remember the last place I had a burger at that was like not just some fast food place. It was probably man, I don't know. Well, the last place I had a burger was at my house. That wasn't a fast food place, I think. So You took really cool pictures near it? Oh, nice. Nice. What are you doing, Sancho? Ah! Goodness gracious. What server are you in? I'm in 18 plus server right now. But I'm building, so I'm not really inviting people for this, at least not right now. I'm starting to realize why I didn't do rocks before for the other ones. It's because it's so uneven, and it does not look that good at all. Like, this does not look good, I don't think. I think it's better to just use the ingots. I could use them for, like, certain spaces, like the corner here. Like, that might look good. A little bit of, some spaces here. I could put one, like, right here, maybe. Nah, put a couple right here. That works. Maybe get the even tinier one here. There we go. This whole, I feel like you're 12 RIP, bro. Google. Yeah, I believe you used a new account to try to log in. Delete your new account and try again. I wouldn't necessarily. Well, yeah, I would delete the account maybe. What I would do first is I would log out, and then maybe delete your history or something like that, so it doesn't auto log you into the same one again. Oh, this is really cool. That is a really cool little place. I'm not going to show it on stream, but that's pretty cool. It is, for some reason, people in my town will open their car windows to yell. It wasn't frozen BS patties, and the egg I got on it wasn't runny. Definitely worth the 13 bucks. Damn, you got eggs on your burger. No, I could never. I'm too simple. I don't like a lot of stuff. You don't delete history in PT, you delete your history on your browser. So, like, if you're using Google Chrome, go to settings. I think it's literally just like this right here, the 3 dots, and then you click it, and then it's like history, and you go to history, and you just delete history. It's that simple. You could even type in, like, whatever. Yeah, auto login. Ow! You fucker! Go then, go! Go. Good lord. Dude started panicking for some reason. Clawed the shit out of my leg. Lord have mercy. Whew. Good lord. Alright. The app just launches it in browser anyway, so if you delete your browser history, I'm pretty sure it'll do the same thing. Hello, Egghead! Welcome! Danny caught 4K swearing. I swear all the time. Have you not seen the videos? Oh, that needs to be over slightly. There we go. Yeah, I think this will just be a lot better than having rocks line up. It just looks so much smoother. This is a bit disappointing, like at the top here. I think that's why, yeah, that's why I used that there, because it hides the whole thing. I might have to change that a little bit. I added an egg because I didn't want a plain burger. Oh, I do just cheese and ketchup only, so that's my version of a plain thing. There is there we go. I'll just do that. Right? That'll be, wait, hang on. There we go. We'll connect it over this way a little bit. Oh shit, I think I messed this up. Is that supposed to be 10? Am I counting this correctly? Yeah, that's 9. And 9 ends right here, so 10 starts right here. Okay. I'd say it's justified since he got clawed. he freaked out for some reason and was wanting to leave. I don't know. So set him down. Guys, Danny cheated in the last game of zooming thing. I did not cheat. I don't cheat at these games, bro. You can see the footage for yourself, although I didn't upload it yet, so. Boom and boom. My mom said thanks for saying happy birthday to my sister. I also want to thank you too. I don't remember doing that, but happy birthday. Also, the restaurant was an outside seating area only, and the order window was just a door. That's amazing. Those are some of the best places. Those are some of the best places. Those places that look like you shouldn't be there. I'm not using a browser to play. If you're using the app, just use the browser instead, and then go back to the app later. That could be part of your problem too. Is how did you manage to know that it's in the trash bin? You cheater. What do you mean? Oh, the video. Oh yeah. I just knew it. I saw it. I was scrolling through the objects and I saw the trash can at the last second. I think I even explained that. I was like, I saw it. I was about to use something else and then I saw it and I was like, hell yeah, I'm changing to that. Easy as that, gamers. Easy as that. So this one would require some amount of explaining to basically explain that the cookies are not an obstacle. They're meant to be printed on the floor. And then the rocks are the obstacle, I guess. I might make this like black or something just to kind of experiment with it, just to see if it would look right. Let's do that, and then we'll make that whole green. Because we're gonna have to, I feel like we have to, you know? I can make this white instead. How do you think I cheated, bro? Lord have mercy. Okay, let's move that over. I don't actually like that there. Start right here and just go up. Straight up. Me and that one player got like 1 point while you got 3. I play the game a lot. You see me going through the build menu a ton. I play the game a lot. How many hours do you have in PONYTOWN? How many hours do I have? Let's play time. Oh, hang on. I gotta do first so it doesn't... Whoops. Now I'm trying to... Lord have mercy. / playtime. / playtime. I have 2,283 hours, 0.6 hours. That's how many hours I got in this game. So I know items in this game. Even when you zoom in a bunch, I know exactly what's going on. All right, that should be good. This one's basically done. I do want to do something else to this besides like these little rocks here and stuff like that. I feel like I need something else going on. Set the picture of what the place looks like. Oh shit, it is just a little door. That looks cool. That looks cool. I'm gonna have to go there sometime if I'm ever in that area. There's there's part of me wants to make like a burger blog or something and just go to a bunch of different places and rate their burgers. The problem is, like I said, I have a very specific taste in burgers. I like basically nothing on it but cheese. That's it. You know? And I feel like it wouldn't be, the blog wouldn't be good because everyone's like, oh, but how is there tomatoes? Is there tomatoes good or is there whatever good, you know? You have more hours than me? Well, you must not build very much then, I guess. I don't know. Need another rock right here. Kind of weird how that became grass, but whatever. If you're in Cali, you better invite me along. I will. I don't know why I would be there, but if I ever go, I'll try to go somewhere like that. Some burger place. I don't know how to help more. I'm so sorry, but try to report this to the PONYTOWN team. Yeah, you could. You could always do that too. And just be like, I lost my old account or something. Still, I think I'm never gonna play my old PT and lose my friends forever and my characters. I mean, it's up to you. It's, you know, you could do some stuff here. I should make like a rocket or something. You think I could do a rocket for the floor? You think I could do that? Oh, I wonder if these would have been good. Nah, that looks stupid. These could be good. I'll add a few of these around. So we have a variation in stars. Boom, boom, boom. All kinds of stars, guys. This is what it looks like to be in space. I do want to make a rocket. I think that would be really cool if I can figure out how to do that. Try to think of a way. I'm pretty sure it's not too late. Yeah, it's not. It might be, but who knows? A carrot is kind of like a rocket ship. It's like, if you imagine the green part as the exhaust, where the fire's coming out, and then there you go. Hello, Cherry. Welcome to the stream. We got blueberry flowers. Does that look good? I'm trying to figure out how I can make like a tiny little rocket for this mini golf course. I suppose I could make a large one and that could be like the main obstacle, but I still need to figure out how I'm even going to make it to begin with, right? I wonder if I took a big C star. Let me put it over here. And then I covered up like this top bit there. Maybe that would look like exhaust going out. So combine it with, let's say, a rock or something like that. Imagine it's a little bit different shaped or something like that, but that would be like flames coming out the back of it. They gave all Pokemon Go players 20% off their meal one day. Oh, that's pretty cool. I haven't played Pokemon Go in a really long time, but that's pretty cool. Some kind of floating object. But you see what I'm saying, right? That would be the flames going out? I don't think that's gonna work. Let's leave that starfish there for a second and keep looking. I don't know if I can do just like a rocket ship. That would be really cool though. Maybe I could use that as the exhaust and then... Oh wait, I'm being really stupid. There's lit sparklers. Rocket ship. That's it, that's the rocket ship. No, I could change the color of it to be like red or something, I guess. What color is your rocket ship? Is it red? That just kind of looks like dynamite. I don't want to do that. It would need to be like a specific color. Maybe I can make it a green rocket ship. And then I could take one of these. Oh no, yeah, there we go. Yeah, it kind of layers badly, but that doesn't look too bad. I could do that and then have, oh, ice be a window? Oh shit, hang on. Your brain ever just go blank? Yeah, sometimes. Right now my brain's anything but blank right now. I'm cooking. It's like a window for the spaceship. That might be too small or too big or something. I don't know. You got like a window right there, boom. And then what can I do for... I don't know. I feel like I'm cooking with that one. A rocket ship, just like that. I remember back when it was big, we were walking around and I tripped and completely ate it. My iPad went to the ground. I was fine. Don't worry, lol. When it was big? When what was big? What are you talking about? Trying to make the thumbnail of the zooming thing vid. I was there. I don't know what to do. You can if you want to. I mean, I might not use it, but you can if you want to. I'm always fine with that kind of thing. Those umbrellas are famous. Oh, that makes sense. I thought maybe they were. That was kind of why I didn't want to show them. Does that work? Does that look like a rocket ship, guys? Oh, Pokemon Go. Yeah. Yeah. When it first came out, I got it, and it wasn't what I wanted because they didn't have the features that they advertised at launch, and so I ultimately didn't end up doing it till like I didn't stick to it for very long because of that. This could maybe be a good rocket ship too. That actually isn't too bad. That kind of does look like a rocket. You know what I'm saying? I need to paint that black so it matches the background. Or I could make it like it's a window or something. I don't know. That looks like a rocket ship to me. I might stick with that. Is that better or is this better? I don't know. Which one do you think? Use ingot as base? That's what I did. Which one of these is better? Is the ingot one better or is this one better? This one actually blocks you. This one I can walk over. I don't know if that'll influence everything. I do kind of feel weird about using the ingot because I'm already using them as the bricks on the side of the courses and stuff. But while you guys figure that out, no offense, but the rocket ship looks like a whole raw chicken. What? Where do you get chicken from? It's so easy now, though. I remember working tooth and nail to get a certain Pokemon. Now there's so many more chances. Well, it also could... Well, I guess, I mean, I'm not going to say that, but... It depends on where you live. The crystal one looks like a chicken. Which one of these looks like a chicken, Jill? I don't know. I don't know how you're getting chicken out of either of them, but I want to know now. Let's have this go out a little bit more this way. And then black right there, and then green right here. There we go. We'll put that there, and then we'll have... What is that? This would be 12 right here. We'll have that go up a little bit right here. Let's have it go kind of diagonally. Does that work? And then this way? Let's call it an umbrella alley. Nice. Go this way. And right there, I guess. For that one. Does that work? That works. That's fine. I'm trying to think about the layout here because I'm almost out of space. And I don't think I'm going to get 18 holes on this. We got some storms rolling in. I have a love-hate relationship with storms. Yeah, storms are kind of whack. That'd be 13 right here. So we'll do like right there, like that. And then start right here. This can even just be straight, basically. As long as I make it difficult, it could be straight. And then 14 here, and maybe 15 over here somewhere, and then 16. I need courses over here, so this should actually go down this way. 15, and then somewhere 16, 17, and then somewhere 18, like right here somewhere. Oh, whoops. Delete that. Whoops. Put that over there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do something like that. Oh, I mean the crystal one for the rocket, not whatever Jill is talking about. But I am curious which one looks like a chicken. Why did YouTube just break? Wait, why did YouTube just ask me if I needed a break? I don't know. Have you been on have you been on YouTube a lot? Because that could be why if that is the case. All right, let's get some rocks and stuff in this one because I do want this to be a mine shaft kind of thing going on here with this one. That's what I want for this one. So outdoor, scroll all the way to the end. Minecart. We can have like a minecart sitting at the beginning, maybe, or sitting right here. And then maybe there could be one on the course itself. So right here would be really rough. I feel like could do. I hate to add rails to this because it's going to be an extra obstacle. I feel like, but maybe that'll be fine. Or maybe I should have the rails just be like this way and then whatever. And then just rotate this. Does that work? I feel like that's just not gonna work. Let's put one right here. We'll have it be on a little bit of a rail. Actually, hang on. That actually might work. Let's do where it's going off here and then goes to here. And we'll have another one right here. With this underneath. That rock can be up there. I don't care where it goes. It's lined with bars. Yeah, that sounds about right. Agora, hello, welcome to the stream. Evie, hello, welcome. We're making mini golf courses here in PONYTOWN. Look at my course so far. I still need to kind of let's go ahead and decorate some of the outside edges of some of these and stuff. Like right now we have like a couple of spooky trees. Let's make this area a little bit spookier. Let's get some nature and get some spooky trees. Oh shit, oh snap. Put it right here, I guess. I really don't know where to put these. Make them spooky, guys. A little lantern one. Is that a good color for that? Yeah, that's probably fine. I exclusively use YouTube on my phone for your streams. Oh, well, that's nice. I should add some of these vines as well. That could even be another like trap kind of thing. What the hell do you call them? I don't even know. Yeah, that works. We'll just have this go. I need it to kind of like keep stretching out. I need like almost like a more curved one because I want to go like this as like a curve. That's not gonna work. This one isn't gonna work either because it doesn't go horizontal. I don't think I can do that. I don't know. I don't know how to do that. I guess I could just do it like this and then have it on this side. Just stretch out really far like this. So it is connected in a way. Yeah, like that. I want to move this over. I think I want to do like this. That would be really interesting. Really interesting, I think. It's already 1H. I don't know what that means. 1 hour? Oh yeah, 1 hour into the stream. Yeah, it is. We are already 1 hour into the stream. We're getting somewhere. I might delete that now. No. That. Let's just undo that. I think it's fine how it is. Get some more spooky vines out here. Put one over here. Get one of these out here like this. In this corner. Some of these coming off to the side. There should be, one of them should be holding the sign in a way. Damn, is there even a way for me to do that? I guess I could do it like this. Or put it on the loop right there. Oh wait, it looks like it's holding the sign a little bit. Does that look right? I feel like it doesn't. Now that looks good, because it's definitely holding it. That looks really good, actually. I'm pretty happy with that. Get one of these, so it comes out in different corners. This is working out pretty good. This doesn't have random variants, apparently. Where should I put this one? Well, maybe I shouldn't put one. Let's get more trees. More spooky trees and such. You gotta set the time to night when you do this map, because or when you do this hole, it's the only way. Get some spooky grass up in here. Just in a couple of random places. Make it all nice and everything. Well, I guess not nice. I guess it'd be more like deserted is the way to say that. Make it all deserted and whatnot. E equals MC squared. Don't you know? Some of this grass sticking out of the sides here. Yeah, there we go. That's what it's all about. The little details, guys. The little details make a big difference in these builds. Kind of almost looks like it's growing in it a little bit. A tip, maybe next theme is trees, but spooky trees, and put roses on it to make it look like a colorful tree. Oh, you mean to do the classic, like, where I have like this and then just stick roses there like that? I mean, that's a thing. I've done it before, and I've seen it done many times. Actually, you'd probably want to hide where the stem right there is, but yeah, I've done that before. I'm not a huge fan of it because you could see every single limb, if that makes sense. You could cover it up with like vines and stuff like that a little bit, wherever the hanging ones are, and you can get a really nice looking tree. Yeah, that looks pretty good actually. Like that. I don't really like doing this too much because I don't know. I don't think it looks as good as people think it does. Although I guess if you made them pink, it would be like a cherry blossom almost or something. It would be better if you could actually put them into the tree. You know what I'm saying? Putting it behind it, I don't know. Those kinds of illusions where it's like, oh, it's on top of it, but not. Something about them I've never been a huge fan of. But what I am a big fan of is little details. The little details make a big difference in everything. Maybe put this one right there, I guess. And we'll have another stump right here. That's pretty spooky. I would say it's pretty spooky. I kind of do feel like it needs more obstacles, but I think having these vines at the end kind of improves that kind of vibe a little bit, right? I can lower this a little bit more to kind of fix that up. That way it's still kind of in the way a little bit if you don't hit it just right. This big tree at the beginning is probably going to be a pain. I guess you would try to aim for like this spot right here, so you bounce off of it and hit this, and hopefully you don't get into that. If you hit it at just the right angle though, you might be able to go straight this way. And then bounce off of that and then get a hole in one maybe? I don't know the physics on it, but usually in mini golf there's like a trick you can do to get... Yeah, you know what? I didn't have a plan for the second one. Usually in mini golf there's some kind of trick you can do to like guarantee a hole in one. Like a path, like an angle that you should aim for, basically. That would greatly improve your chances of getting a hole in one. Do you get supporter? I can't remember what tier you had if you did. Otherwise, I can offer my tier 4 object limit. I have tier 4. I have 2600. I have tier 4 object. Will you join normal PT after stream in Met? I'm in normal PT. What are you talking about? You still need to marry? I thought you did. No, that's next year. The wedding is in February. We get married in February, and we're raising money for the wedding this entire year. That's the plan for this for these streams. We're streaming more often so we can raise money towards that. Right now we're at 311 or whatever towards our goal. We have some milestones here. We're gonna do a cooking live stream at 400, and it's gonna be probably pretty wacky. We have some donation rewards, so if you do donate, you do get stuff. Like if you donate $5 or more, you get to become part of a canvas that's going to be in the wedding, and you also get to change my Discord profile picture for a day. If you donate $10 or more, you get to make a post on my Blue Sky account, and I'll draw your character. $15 or more, you'll get invited to a virtual wedding that we're going to do in PONYTOWN. And if you donate $20 or more, you just get to add me in PONYTOWN, basically. So we have like little things like that. There are other ways to support too, so if you didn't want to donate and if you wanted to like get something physical, of course you could get like Birthmark, which is linked in the description, or Let's Be Wizards, which is linked in the description. Absurd Above All Else is in the description. I think that's it in the description, but there's obviously like sharing the channel, sharing the live streams. If you're just in a random video, like let's say you're watching Only Pegasus or Live, you could do super thanks or something like that. Like there's a lot of ways you could support and stuff like that. I wish I could donate right now, but money is tight. Yeah, it is. It is for me too, because we're trying to raise for that. But I totally understand. I totally understand that. Let's see. What can I add to this? Like, what should I do with this? Should it just be a lot of sand traps? Should I just do that? Or it's just a lot of sand traps? That would be probably kind of annoying. I don't actually know. Maybe we could have like bridges going across some of these. Well, maybe not. That does look a little bit weird if I did that. I could add... I don't know. What goes with sand? Shells and stuff, I guess? There are shells and coconuts. Yeah, let's do that. We'll have some coconuts that can block your path at a couple places. Let's do that one instead. Just a couple of coconuts, and we'll add a couple of shells too. Just a few shells in a few random places. Blue shells? Let's put a palm tree down now. Just a big old palm tree. You're going through all kinds of seasons and places in this mini golf course, let me tell you. That's not too bad. I like that. I like these two trees here, like how it is. Maybe another coconut. We should definitely have more beachy things out here. I'm building. Well, it doesn't function as a game, but I am building a mini golf course. I'll probably try to make it into a mini game somehow, like try to make it work somehow in PONYTOWN later, but that's what I am doing. Yeah, the small particles of sand, maybe. Yeah, I need to add some of those. I kind of have some over here already, so I can just clone that over and do like that. And then a big one over here. Big one with a medium one next to it. And then, of course, these little boys. I also am... Somebody said rose bushes before. I think rose bushes... I don't know what it is about them. They always make me think of beaches, though. Like, I feel like these go hand in hand. I don't know why. Maybe it's because, like, the beaches I've been to had, like, large bushes and plants and shit, like, right before you get into it. So it was set up, like, whoops. Set up, like, here's the beach, and then right before you get to the beach, there's, like, these vines and bushes and stuff like that, where the entrance to it is, like, right here. And there's just, like, a bunch of plants and shit there. I don't know what kind of plants they are, but there's just a bunch of plants and stuff. The beaches I've been to have been set up like that. You're always so creative with these builds. I made a video... When did it come out? Rare PONYTOWN builds. On August 4th, I made a video talking about, like, builds you guys should try to make in the game, because I don't really ever see them. And I was building the mini golf course in that video for background gameplay, and I mentioned mini golf and a couple of other things too. Beaches on lakes, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Well, it wasn't even a lake, like it was like Florida somewhere, I think. I don't know. I don't know where it was. It was somewhere. But I always think about like bushes and stuff like that now because of that. Because of my experience going to them. I'm gonna get this lavender bush and change the season to summer. This is one of the best bushes in the game. The lavenders make it kind of niche to use. Like if you have the like a lavender version of it, they look good. But I feel like a lavender bush right here just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. And I really love the bush texture without the flowers in it. I think it looks better than the actual lavender part of it to me. I don't know. To me, I don't know. It's something about it. It looks good to me. Let's see. There is another bush. Well, this isn't really a bush, but I could add like succulents or the tiny plant, which is kind of like a bush. Is there another bush in the game? There's these. I've honestly never really liked these too much, but I'll put one right there. And then we can have some of these sticking up in some places. Oh yeah, very nice. Kind of like a coconut plant. Well, I guess a coconut plant would be a palm tree, wouldn't it? What else? What else? What else? I feel like there's something that I've missed already. Oh yeah, I still need to add more sand. I was gonna put some down here. Kind of covering up some of these spots. Cover up some of the spots where you can actually see the, man, the layering for these are really annoying. Cover up some of the spots where you can see the dirt coming through the thing. Minty says pretty. It is, I like it. I think I did a good job with this one. I was worried it was going to look ugly, too. I love the amount of nature stuff in the game, because I'm good at building nature. Nature is really, really fun to build with. I do feel like it's used a lot because of how easy it is to use, but I love building with it. Building with it is great. It's kind of easy, you know? I need something here. I guess I could put another rose bush. I hate using too many of these. White? So we can change. Wait, let's change the color of some of these. Make this one like pink or something, and then this one purple. There we go. Bunch of different colors. That one should probably stay like a vibrant color, like the red. Yeah, let's make it red. That looks good. That's not too bad. It doesn't distract from it. It does, like, if you're playing from this angle, you're gonna not see the coconut and stuff like that. But obviously, in real life, you would be able to see it. So you come this way. There isn't really a trick for this one to get a hole-in-one that I could see. You could maybe try to angle it such a way that it goes this way and bounces off of this, and hopefully somehow it bounces off of that and then into the hole. But I really don't see a strat for this, so I want to add an object like right here that the thing could bounce off of, like a coconut or something. Maybe not. Well, let's put it right here. Let's put this one right here, and then we'll add a different coconut or a shell or something. Well, there we go. I was gonna say, I can't even do that. That shell doesn't even look good. I kind of wish they could just actually rotate every object in the game rather than having to hit escape like that. I'd love horn layering. What do you mean by that? I hope PT adds leg layering one day. You mean for like socks and shoes and stuff? Don't they have that? Isn't that already in the game? If I go to extra, wait, no, items, and go to legs. Yeah, there's leg layering already. If I add this leg, or sorry, this sock, I could add a layer and then put on shoes as well as the socks. That's already in the game. Leg layering is already in the game. Unless you mean something completely different, I don't know what you mean. Is it the same? No, they don't have neck accessory layering yet for some reason. That does feel like it's missing. Chest doesn't have that either. I thought it did. Back doesn't have it either. That's weird. Like, legs are kind of the only one that has that. Yeah, they don't have it for hats or any of this stuff. That's kind of weird. There's a lot of layering stuff, layering patterns like on the face. Yeah, but you can kind of use the socks to do that a little bit, maybe. I don't know. I don't really mess with actually making characters too much because I'm not very good at it at all. I actually really suck at it. So I usually try not to... I usually don't build at all because of that. Yeah, face layering is a thing. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. We have this one, which just has a couple of sand piles here. Let's get a coconut tree. Sorry, yeah, a coconut tree. Put it on this side. And then we'll have... Man, what should we do? Should we have this be, like, sandy on the edges and stuff? Yeah, that makes sense to me. Have this whole thing be sand. And then we can have some water here, too. Yeah, there we go. Ain't that nice? It looks a little bit too square. There we go. That's pretty good. I like that. We could even have a water hazard right at the end. Like that. Oh no, it messes up that though. Shit. Well, actually, I need to delete those because if there's a water hazard here, you wouldn't have that there anyway. So that works. You can lock in and shoot the ball over the tree into the hole. You could just lock in, just be like, fuck this, and you just way through, like even between these two bushes and then straight in there. There you go. That's how you do the hole-in-one on that one. Oh shit. Alright. I can do coconuts for this too, I guess, right here. Just to kind of cover up some of the dirt right here. Your message is somehow always late? I don't know, man. I don't know how to be like that. There we go. I can get tiny rocks for... We need tree houses in PONYTOWN for real. It would be nice. I've seen people make them in PONYTOWN before. It's always nice to see because people have different ways on how they do it. Some people will get like, you know, they'll do like trees like this and then just kind of stack them up, or do something like this with, I don't know what it's called. I think it's a rope rack. It's not called, what the hell is it called? I have no idea what it's called. Let me find it. Outdoor. I might have already passed it. Is it even in outdoor? What is this thing? It's in storage for some reason. I swear it's called a rope rack, but rope stand. They'll do this for like the ladder or something like that, or they'll use Some people use rails, and it's like, oh, you come up in here, and then they'll get the vines, the hanging ones, and they'll just spam this all around and stuff like that. They'll rotate them so it looks a little bit better. Like this, so it looks like you're going into a tree, even though you're obviously not. Some big spam, like that, all over the place. They might even throw in some extra logs or something like that to make the tree larger, and then they will get wood, if I can find wood, and just do that, and there you go, there's your treehouse. I've seen people do it like that, obviously. Some people make it look a little bit better than that, obviously, because I just put it together in like 30 seconds. But tree houses in PONYTOWN would be kind of interesting, especially since like it would be such a large item. You know what I'm saying? Realistic walking? I think the walking is realistic. What's not realistic about the walking? There we go. I don't know what you mean by the walking thing at all. That has me confused. Alrighty, yeah. Let's get more beach going on with all of this, you know? I think. Yeah. Because it's like you're going to the beach. This is where you're going to the beach. You had to go through the spooky forest to get to the beach. You're going through you're still going to the beach. You're on the path to the beach, and now you're at the beach. And there's the ocean there. You know, that's kind of a vibe. Maybe they should add hoof walking sounds like the ones on the show. Yeah, I don't know. Ashes Town kind of has that, and it's a little bit annoying, honestly. Sound effects in the game don't really work super well. At least I don't think they work super well. I think they're very, very strange. See PONYTOWN animation, and you'll see that one guy who does PONYTOWN animations, I'm pretty sure they use the exact same animations as PONYTOWN does. They just port it. There we go. A couple of rocket ships. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right. Now, the mines. Yeah, I don't want that to be super long, though. I need this super short one. Super short rails. Right there. So you gotta really get through this. That works, I think. And what's something else that you see in mines? Obviously, a miner. Let's get Fez. We'll put Fez here. Right here, maybe? Yeah, right here. Let's put him right here. And we'll get a big rock and a pickaxe. This is outdoor. There's no big rocks in here. Let's get this pickaxe first then. There we go. And big old rocks. Maybe not with fines, because that's gonna break the illusion a little bit. That probably works just like that, right? I could use the ice, like how I used earlier, and we can get minerals in there. Does that work? Does that look like it's like ores in there and stuff? I think it kind of does. That's pretty good, actually. It's like 3 little spots, 3 little spots, 3 little spots. A baby Fez with a yellow hat would be so cool. I could do that too. Let's get him. Let's get Fez again. I'm gonna put him like in a different spot, like right here maybe. He kind of already has yellow on his head though. I need to get offline and use that instead, since their hair is a different color. That should be pretty easy. It should be as easy as just getting like a lemon or something. Oh yeah, well it's not though, is it? Because the layering. But that still looks like it's on his head. Just as much as it does any item in PONYTOWN does currently. Oh, I could try to give him like a little torch or something. Or like a little candle. That's too big. He's exploring the mine, and he has like, yeah, I could get a torch because I can use like a tiny flame, right? And then a stick of some kind. Where would that be? In nature, I guess. Yeah, nature with the leafless branch. I don't know. I mean, I feel like the branch is too big. There is the stick too. Let me just type in stick. This would be too tall for him. This might be just right. That feels like it's too long. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and I can't just bury it underneath him. Let's do like this. Oh, and then I can get some rope. Where is it? Is it this thing? Yeah, it is. Oh, that's too big. Oh, that would have looked really good, I think. I can just make the stick thicker. And then just get a bigger fire, maybe? Whoops. Let me get fire again. I play on safe servers sometimes. New drawing idea? What's your new drawing idea? That kind of looks like a torch. That looks like a torch. I'm happy with that. He doesn't really look like... Oh, shit. Let me give him some dynamite. Hang on. Hang on. Red. There we go. He's lighting some dynamite, guys. And we'll get some standing ones, too. Is there any smaller? Can I get that any smaller? I don't think I can. That's as small as that is? That's tall as shit. That's so tall compared to the one that's just laying on the ground. Either way, it'll be fine. I'll just put a couple of these down right here. I might move them a little bit further away from the... Yeah, there we go. Like this? Oh, I got the perfect thing for this. Oh, that's too big! Shit. That was too big. I need something kind of similar to that I could use for the band that goes across. I mean, I could use rope maybe, but all the ropes are really big. We play in safe server to meet? I don't know. I'm at an hour and a half right now. We'll see how it goes when we get that far. What can I use here? The drawing idea, just wait and I'll post it on the server? Alright. Okie dokie. I mean, this looks good. Maybe I could just make it a bigger bundle of dynamite, you know? And now, because it looks good. It's just the dynamite. It's like too much dynamite. This, some reason, there's no like side version of that I know of. Let's get some rope. The one that's just laying on the ground, we'll have this laying somewhere too, because that feels like something you would find in a mine. Yeah, they're just a miner. That's all. I might actually replace this one with the offline as well, just because they're in a mine, right? So they have like coal and soot and things like that just all over them, so they're all dirty. That's how I feel about that, maybe. He is gonna die. It looks really good. I like it. Okay, what else can I do in a mine? I think that's basically it. I might add a couple more rocks. We can have a lot of rocks sitting up here on this backside here, I guess. Just to kind of cover up that part of the... just to cover up this part of the, you know, this stuff. Where the edge of the world is. I don't really like that, though. I can add a couple, like, over here or something, but I don't think it's... I don't think lining up the area with those look good at all. I could do that. Then you could get stuck in this corner and that would be really annoying. I'll just add another wall over here. Maybe I should wait to do that. Yeah, we could do this. And then just delete those pieces there. Do that and then have something standing there. Maybe another minecart. That looks really stupid. This is a really tight space though. I don't want the space to be that tight. Let's see. I could do another one of these rocks, I guess. I just don't think having too many rocks is a good idea. Maybe I should have this sitting down here or something instead. It makes this space feel tighter than it actually is. But it should be fine. Let's get the ingots now and surround this up. Maybe meet at the bakery? We'll see. We will see. I usually don't do that because the bakery is usually really full, so... I usually do it somewhere completely different. There we go. Oh shit, is he gonna be too close to that? No, he's just exactly 1 pixel away from it. How about that? Easy peasy. I still need to do so many more golf courses. Or so many more holes, I guess. Is the way to say that. I should do it like a bakery themed one. There we go. They just connect. Just like that. Easy peasy. Oh wait, I gotta do more over here. Can I click that over just a little bit more? A little bit more. A little bit more. And here, 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 here. Same thing over here. This is where having these at would be a bit of a problem, but I could just move these over. Move that over. There we go. And then just come all the way down. And it's nothing. It ain't nothing. Ain't nothing but a thing. I might lower these actually. Just because we kind of was tight over there. Here we go. Almost done. These kind of... I love the ingots. They're so good at like doing like frames and this very specific thing I'm doing. You can make platforms with them. They're good for stages if you wanted to do stages. There's all kinds of stuff you can do. I'm gonna put a pickaxe right here to kind of hide the ugliness right there. And that hole is now officially done. I don't know what to do with this one yet, but we'll figure it out. Oh, I do need to get these set up at the other ones. There we go. And I need to get my putters in these locations as well. I guess red can go first on this one too. Here you go, red. You're going first. It was your turn. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. There we go. And then 2 more set up right over here. Almost done. I didn't mean to clone that, but that's okay. I'll use it again in a second anyway. I'll probably make yellow go first on this one, just because red went first on that one. Damn, I didn't mean to clone that either. I just meant to move this. There we go. So yellow will go first on this one. So give him his ball. There you go. Easy peasy. And I'll use these over here later anyway, so it doesn't even matter. Actually, I may as well set that up. That should be red, actually. Who do you guys think is gonna win? Red or yellow? My money's on yellow, because I like orange. And that's close to orange, right? Do this, I guess. Make that a hole. And then this would be 14 right here. And it needs to go, it actually doesn't need to go right there. It needs to go right here instead. You think purple's gonna win? I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Green. Because I need to save space over here for, like, you know, 17 and 18. What if we had... Yeah, let's split this off into two different paths that you could take. Like, this one's difficult, but if you can do it, you'll get it, you know? Didn't mean to do that. And then they connect right here. And the hole can go right here. So that's that one figured out now. Then we're on to 15. Which might go from here. Down. That's 4. It's not 4 wide. Then to the left, just to give me more space. And then to the right. I mean, the shape doesn't necessarily dictate how easy it is. It's more about the obstacles that are there. If the yeah, this is too short, I feel like. For hole 15, that needs to be way longer. Let's have it go all the way to the end. Like to here. There. And then we'll have this connect here. That's gonna go up to about right here. And then turn. And then right here. Just like that, maybe? And then it could end right here. So this is 16 now. Is that right? Yeah, 15 and then 16. And then you have 17 right here. Which I put the 17's number up here. So, there we go. Yeah, we got plenty of space. I was a little bit worried about that, because, you know... Let's have it go straight to the right, even though it's a thing? Is there a spooky theme yet? Yeah, we did one over here. Right over here. Spooky trees and such. Oh, yeah, I need to add bones and stuff to that. Maybe I could add bones to another one. I kind of want to do something like this, where it's like 3 paths and just have like a really dumb gimmick. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like 3 paths and then two paths? No. Like this, I guess? It's almost like a skull. And then you have a hole right here. I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, shit. Whew. That was kind of painful. Let's have this be a little bit wider, maybe? And then just bump that up a little bit more. That looks good. What if one path just have water? I mean, I have some that are water, and I could turn this into water instead of grass, which I probably will do. Well, no, because that looks weird. It's the edges make it look weird. Having it be just water doesn't really make a lot of sense. Like, how do you do it then? I was kind of thinking that a little bit, but I was like, how do you do it? It'd have to be... I don't know. Like this would be the hole right here. Connect these so it's like part of an ocean kind of thing. It's just the whole thing is water, and then we'll have like rafts and stuff, I guess, to do the actual thing. Like long seats. Come try out the hardest mini golf course in existence. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that. I feel like it's too difficult. Nobody would ever even want to even do it. They'd be like, oh, that's just water. I ain't touching it. And I could have it be where it's like this, where you gotta go, and then turn, and then go, and then turn. And then go, and then turn. And then the hole is right here. Hole is right there. That could be a good shape for the last one, just because it's like a big snake, right? It's just all over the place. Then let's see what else. Oh, I just realized I could probably make the meteors actually look like they're moving if I put sparklers behind them. Does that work? Does that look right? Like the meteors are coming down at you? Maybe not. Does that look right? It looks weird on this rock for sure. That rock definitely makes it look weird. That one doesn't look too bad. You know what? I'm just gonna stop that before I make that worse for myself. I don't know how to feel about it being just water. I feel like it just doesn't work. I could definitely have some water, but just came back, and why is there a baby Danny? There just is for some reason. I don't know. I don't know why people are like this. Yeah, I could definitely have some water here, but the whole one being just water, it feels too obvious, almost even. Oops. My shift key keeps not shifting. I could definitely have some water be connected to that a little bit, just because that is supposed to be like an ocean thing going on over here. What does this look like right here? Yeah, get rid of the grass. You are now finally at the beach. You made it. Congratulations. I don't know. Where's your cat at? I don't know. He left. He clawed me and left. I think he might have got spooked or something. This is also the most narrow course. I'm gonna change this later because I forgot I have this. All right, fair enough. Yeah, there we go. Get these into position. I don't even know. Put this here. There's still another one. Right here. Is that all of them now? Put the plates on these. You gotta plate up the holes, basically. There we go. Now, I'll just finish getting the golf clubs to every hole now. Just like so. One at a time. You can't even see that because birthmark was in the way, but don't worry about it. It's fine. Red and yellow. Come and find it until it meows. What do you guys, why are you guys using this emoji like this? What do you guys have planned with my cat? This is crazy. I'm terrified. There we go. Oh wait, I need the red one over there too. Red. There we go. Slowly but surely, we'll make our way to every hole on the map. Oh no, yeah, I don't know what's going on. 8? What are you talking about? I'll eat these macaroons. Well, I guess I have had a macaroon before. I was gonna say I don't think I've ever had one, but I have. I don't think I was particularly a huge fan of it, but it could have just been a bad one. I don't really remember. It's been too long. Been way too long. Evil Danny win? Evil Danny has always been here. Yellow and pink. Let's make yellow go first on that one, I guess. I don't really have a reason. I'm just going at it. So I want this hole to have like a gimmick of you can start in any 3 of these positions, basically. So if you wanted to start like in the middle, you could. Or maybe you shouldn't, because that would be too easy, I feel like. No, you have to start there. Deal with it. You have to. It just is the way it is. Red. Orange. Put the red up here so we can get it set up. Clone, clone, clone. Just a bunch of cloning. 16. Also, my new profile picture. Nice. Imagine Danny host that Follow the King game, then suddenly you were the king, and I command everyone to say I love cookie branches. Yay! Hooray! Hooray for torment and despair. There we go. Hang on. Let's put it a little bit lower. I think that was the last one. Nope, there's still... Nope, that was the last one. Nope, wait, hang on. There's a pepper slice missing over here. Hello, Jamie. Welcome to the stream. Oh, we gotta hit a little bit of lag there. Let's see. I'm gonna need to double check this now and make sure I have everything set up at every golf course, because I obviously still need to do the obstacles for like the later half here, but right now we have where the hell is hole 1 at? All the way down here. Hole 1's all the way over here. It's very simple, very straightforward. If you can't do it, you just suck. I never deleted the egg here. And I also never set up the thing. Let's make yellow go first, I guess. Yellow can go first. We'll set you down right there. There we go. If you can't get it, you just suck, I guess. I do kind of feel like I need to do something with the area, just because it's like... Oh, yeah, I've been wanting to do a flag as well. How can I do a flag? I could try the sparkler thing again. Right, and just get a black one. Sparkler. And just make it... Oh, wait, should it be white instead, actually? It should probably be white. I could set that down right there, and then have... some kind... What is triangular in this game? Is there any triangular objects at all in this game? Oh, a leaf, maybe? That is... Well, it's green, so I would have to change the season. That's not gonna work. This is almost a flag. There you go. Does that look like a flag? I don't think so. Nah, it almost needs to be hanging. Sparkler and pepper slice. That's crazy if that works, because I did that already for the triangular one. Oh, yeah, that is triangular. That's pretty small, though. Oh, you can't... Wait, how come you can't change the color of the tiny one, but you can the bigger one? Oh, wait, that's a tomato slice. That's why. Hang on. Holy shit, my mind is blown. There's never been a triangular pepper one. That's crazy. I want PONYTOWN to add telekinesis. Yeah, it'd be cool if they did that, because... Does this work? Dusttown does it, and I think it looks really good. I don't like that. The tomato slice looks good, but it only comes in red. Oh, I could use this as the flagpole instead, but I feel like the sparkler just works better because it's, for one, it's more straight, and yeah, you can't get that really straight, and it's and I can make it white. So one of these. It almost needs to be a hanging object of some kind, because it needs to be able to be actually on the thing, right? So like, there's your flag kind of thing. I could use the tags, but they have the text on it, and that looks weird. I could even have some diagonally like that, almost. Yeah, this looks weird, especially like when later I use it to band the TNT. It's not gonna look right. That almost works. I can't use that. Maybe I just can't do a flag. I'm kind of fine with that. Look up golf flag right now, mister. It would work, but it's red. It does, but it's just layered weird. I think it looks fine, but the layering feels off to me. It's also very, very, very small. Like, it's the size of the golf club itself, which I guess isn't too big of a deal. Maybe I can make it bigger if I do like this. Does that work? No, that made it worse. Does that look good? I have no idea. Should it even be there at all? Should I even have a flag? Maybe, just so it looks like it's actually a thing. Anyway, let's ignore the flag for now. That's something I can do later. Also, I am gonna have, well, yeah, I need this one to be bordered up completely, that way, because it's the easiest hole, right? So then the next one's here. There's just a rock there, that's it. I need to do something with this area. It kind of needs a theme almost, or something going on. Maybe I should just put the rock over here, and I can get rid of that. My gripe is you saying that it wouldn't work because it's red. You can use something else. It's fine. It's fine the way it is. What else? I could put, oh, the first sand trap maybe. Yeah, the first sand trap could be like in this corner. That's the first sand trap in the whole thing. We can even put a couple of rocks right here to cover up where it's, yeah, maybe not. Give me a rock. Lord have mercy. I'll just put a rock right there. Delete that one. Save up on objects. There we go. Now you can get into sand trap. And this one, it's just hole 2, so it, you know, it's a whole thing. And we get here. This is pretty straightforward. I do feel like, oh, this is a little bit messed up. Oh, because I turned it into, yeah, that makes sense. I turned that area into water and it wasn't originally, so it got weird. Here we go. Why do I hear like beeps in the background? That's my 3D printer, don't worry about it. Put another rock right here. Put it right there, maybe? Yeah, it's my 3D printer. Yeah, I know, I just make that noise. I might change this too, because I'm really not a big fan of like the curtains. Maybe I could change it to a different color. Maybe that'll make it look better. But it has all the pieces. It has the clubs and stuff. So come up here, hole in one. Here. I really like the sign being wrapped up. Come around this way. Through here into this hole. So it's all set up. And we come up here. Gotta jump over 2 different sand ones. Hope that you don't hit it so hard that you get into this sand one. Then you gotta get it over this sand one into this hole. This one, you can go between the thing that way, or go underneath some of them a little bit. Bounce around, get up onto this. The TNT from the baby fez. Golf clubs are set up for this one. Go around this way. Everything's good. There's a sand trap right there. Get right here. Come up here. A little castle that you can, just pretend it's hollow and you can go through it. Bounces off here into the hole. Golf club set up for hole 10. There is rocket ships and meteors and a hole. Golf clubs are set up here. Baby fez with TNT. Yeah, you already said that. Then the hole's here, and then hole 12, it's set up but doesn't have any obstacles yet. Hole 13 is set up but doesn't have any obstacles. Then 14. Then 15. Yep, 15 right here. And then, oh wait, did I miscount? Nope. Here's 16, and then that goes around, and here's 17, which I do need to adjust a little bit. Let's put 17 over on this side. There we go. And then you go up this way through the skull pattern. Kind of adjust that a little bit. And 18 is also set up. So that should be everyone's got everything they need except for a flag and obstacles. So I'll probably. Is this an obby? No, it's not. What? It's a mini golf course. How have you been here this whole time and not known it was a mini golf course? Minka, hello, welcome. I'll probably. Maybe I should do just one more. Maybe. Let's do just one more, and then I'll end the stream there, I guess. Right? What should it be? Because you're in the mine. Maybe you're still in the mine at the first half of it or something, and then you get out at the end. That could be kind of the theme of what's going on here. Maybe. I thought about using the I thought about using this as the hull, but it's way too large. And again, it's got the same problem as some of the other stuff does. How's the golf ball gonna move? It moves. Watch. Watch it move. It's insane. No lie, I wonder why you don't have a Sugar Cloud gift tuber. I don't know why I don't have one. Whoa. See, look at that. It went all the way over here. That's crazy. What a shot. Let's see an instant replay on that. Oh, shit. Another replay. Damn. Holy cow. Let's try it again. Whoa, what a shot. I can't believe it. I'm too good at this game. I'm absolutely insane. Sugar Cloud isn't that well known on the channel, so I think that's probably why I haven't made one. It's mostly just Skella and Birthmark. Like, they're basically the main faces. Skella's missing right now, so... Danny cheating on replay guy. What are you talking about? It was there. I hit it. It went places. If I was gonna cheat, why wouldn't I just make it go hole in one? Think about it. Think about it, gamers. You don't have any explanation on that one, do you? Move that up a little bit more. Yeah, that'll be fine. Wii Sports Golf. Oh man, we should do Wii Sports for a stream someday. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to set up the Wii for a stream. I might try to look into that sometime and then do like Wii Sports for a stream. It might be fun. We could do some golf on that or something. Or boxing. I remember being really good at the boxing in that. All right. Now to the other side. Birthmark, where's Skella? They're missing. They don't know. We don't know. We don't know where she is. She's missing. You used the crowbar. Well, I can't pick up the. You can't pick up the tall sparklers. Don't you know how PONYTOWN works? I thought you had more hours in this game than me. What should I guess, again, it is just, you're coming out of a mine. What would be next to a mine? Like, some mountains? I guess it would be a mountain, wouldn't it? Or like a quarry of some kind? I wonder if there is something in the game I could use. I'll just have it end like right there, because you're not gonna be able to get like through that anyway, so it doesn't even matter. I'll probably just not even have bricks on that side either, because you have this big ass minecart in the way, so that should be fine. 4K hours. Exactly. You can't pick up the tall ones. See, I'm clicking on it. I'm pressing E and it's giving me the pepper. You can't do it. Hang on. Can't get it. It's not possible. Click, 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 click. Where's the action thing at? It doesn't even, there's not even a thing for me to interact with it. It don't work. You can't pick up the tall ones. Kind of weird that you can't, honestly. You kind of probably should be able to, but for some reason you can't pick up the tall ones. Like, you should be able to pick it up and then it just gives you the small one. But I guess maybe that the logic there doesn't work and that's why they don't have it that way. Maybe that's why. Who knows? Get a little bit more of the course here set up. And there we go. Just like this. Big ass minecart. Yeah, it's a big ass minecart. What else is it? What do you want from me? All right, that's enough of that. What's your favorite object in PONYTOWN and why? I made a video about my favorite objects in the game. The ingots are one of my favorites and I mentioned that a minute ago because they're so versatile. Like I'm making this like frame thing out of them and stuff like that. It looks good. Like framing them like this. You can also use them for all kinds of stuff, especially the thin ones. Like I could do I can make a little guy. Like I can make a little guy. Oh, that probably should be up a little bit higher, right? He's doing this. He's kicking. He's kicking a soccer ball. Hang on, let me get what's something that's white? Right here. He's kicking a soccer ball. Look at him go. Look how versatile it is. I just made like a little stick figure kicking a ball. Using just one object. It's one of the best objects in the game. Especially if you do a lot of like Gartic phone things or build battles where you have to make specific scenarios and people have to know what those, like what you're building basically. What would be at the other side of a mine? Treasure? Oh shit, I should do treasure. That's right. I haven't done that yet. Let's get some treasure going on in here. Start with statuette. Put a statuette here. It could be at the end, right here, like this. Go for the gold! Some of these rose hips, I'll have them be kind of like right here a little bit, like a pile of treasure. Is the golf course for a video? I mean, I could probably make a video on it or something, but I don't think it's really necessary for a video. Some gold rings. Your favorite character in PONYTOWN in My Little Pony? Skelebanes. But they're missing. I don't know where she is. Skelebanes. I kind of don't want to use the pepper slices just because I'm using them for the golf club. But I might just take these yellow ones and stick them in there too. Just like that. There might be other treasure. I know there's something else I use for treasure sometimes. Oh yeah, like a goblet. Yeah, a goblet works. I feel so bored. SM right now. It's literally 12 a.m. So Danny, name 10 famous PONYTOWN TikTokers. I can name like 4, probably. I don't know that many. Where is the picket box? Yeah, I'm gonna have to move some of these objects so that they fit in here now. Probably should have just started by placing this down first, huh? Then I can pick up the goblet. I don't know that many. I don't really watch them on TikTok. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. A lot of the PONYTOWN TikToks that I see are like the same thing, where it's like they get a really famous sound, and then they just have the character's mouth the sounds. Like it's like, hang on, how do I do this? Come to the Jet 2 holiday or something like that, and then the other person's like, no, they just do like the sound effects, but they mouth it as the character. That's very common on PONYTOWN TikTok, and I'm not a really big fan of that. Other TikToks are a little bit better because they actually have effort into it, and it's like where they like have to make a character based off of what some people say or something like that. Those are a little bit better, but I don't know. I'm not a big fan of those. Some of them, like some of the ones that Lynn has on theirs is good. Let me see if I can get TikTok loaded here. TikTok, right here. Hopefully it doesn't immediately start playing a TikTok. Okay. Let's get. Oh, maybe later. Dottie has some good stuff, I think, sometimes. Yeah, Dottie has some good ones. No, a lot of their TikToks isn't just oh, I'm doing like a really famous sound and just having my character mouth everything. Some of their things are like when I'm seeing one where they're talking about like a year where they've done stuff. They did like a McDonald's animation. They do animations and stuff too, which is really good. When you and your friends have addiction to making outfits in PONYTOWN, and then they just show up a bunch of outfits that they made in PONYTOWN, that is something that I'm not a big fan of, because it's like it's good because there's a lot of effort in it, right? Because they're making a lot of outfits and stuff. But to me, it's not entertaining to just look at a bunch of outfits and that's it. Like I need more substance. I need something more to bite onto. Yeah, they also do like for one of their TikToks is like let's make a deer by borrowing body parts. Amethea does good stuff, I think. Yeah, they made one about Dusttown. They make good builds, and I like seeing their builds because they do really good ones. They do stuff with fans sometimes, which is really nice. I like doing that too. Like that's what like the bad games and a lot of the series that I do on the channel involves like subscribers and stuff like that. But yeah, they just show off builds and stuff sometimes, and I like that because you actually can see like super interesting, super cool stuff there. Savannah Town has some interesting stuff on here too. One of the common things on PONYTOWN TikTok is what I saw on PONYTOWN, and they just show off a bunch of cool characters they've seen. Those are really interesting because I like seeing the insane shit people make. And I was going to do a video on that, and then I saw that it was super popular on TikTok that people do that, and I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to make a video on this because it's just going to look like I'm copying all these TikTokers and stuff. Let's see what you guys are saying. Oh, the Jet 2 holiday thing? Yeah. You have to watch those Russian PONYTOWN tweening animation? What the hell? I don't know if I want to watch something called tweening. Skelebones is missing. Then when are we gonna start searching for Skelly? You guys are already supposed to be doing that. Anybody know Onyx Mystic? I've seen some of their animations, yeah. I think I've heard that name before, the Purple Magenta Pony. Those Build a Pony videos. I'm not a big fan of the Build a Pony videos, but at least those are like, you never know what's gonna happen in those. As a PT creator that does PT animations, they're cool and hard to make. Yeah, they're difficult. Yeah, it looks like Savannah Town does a lot of what I saw on the event server or what I saw on PONYTOWN. They also do a lot of here's, I guess I can just show my screen here, like where they're just dancing or and stuff like that. I mean, I'm sure there's like a lot of copyrighted music here and stuff like that, but I'm sure like they're just lip syncing to it like a song. I also made a video like this before, where it's like which marshmallows, what actually cooks on that. Stuff like that is interesting to me. And then they have like whatever this is. I don't think I've seen this one. Oh wait, no, I think I have seen this one. This is where they're like, where they're showing how they made like a new version of their characters or something like that. Yeah, what I saw in PONYTOWN, what I saw in PONYTOWN, what I saw in Dusttown. This was a hilarious one to me. I liked this one because this is like actually there's effort put into this. There's like a creative thought behind this rather than just doing what everyone else is doing. It's original, I guess, is what I mean by that. Let's see some other ones. I also have Malibu on here. I don't actually like actively look these out. They just come on my feed. I am following these people, but I don't actively look for these. Yeah, this is a perfect example. Savannah's most recent one is just them like doing lip syncing to like a meme or to something, right? That's literally it. This is pretty interesting. Where they showed off all their OCs, that's pretty cool. Like some of the stuff they do is cool, and then they do stuff like this where it's just lip syncs to a big thing. Scissorbolt is pretty good because they do animations. They don't really do too much in PONYTOWN itself, like PONYTOWN videos. Lynn, Visibly Stressed, they do some good stuff sometimes. They just don't post a whole lot, and I think the reason why they do that is because they do a lot of like original stuff, and so yeah, I'm like looking at their thing. I don't see too many that have been done like by like 5 billion people. So I'm just not a big fan of like PONYTOWN TikTok because of that reason. And I've always kind of felt like that with PONYTOWN content on YouTube. In kind of the early days, there was a couple of damn, what am I looking for here? I should put crates. Yeah, some crates and stuff. Lockboxes. I'm glad that lockboxes come up when you search crate. Goodness gracious, that's actually insane. I didn't realize that. A long time ago, like when I was more new at doing PONYTOWN content, the content that was on YouTube at the time was either those really good animations by like Tio Rafa or whatever his name is, or really, really shit content. Like just really bad. Really bad content. And I kind of feel like that's kind of the case now on TikTok, or even still on YouTube. Some of the content on there is still just really bad. A lot of PONYTOWN TikTok videos are drama related too, where they're talking about this drama or like why this person is bad or whatever else like that too. So I'm just not a big fan of it. I've been trying to do more PONYTOWN TikToks and stuff like that. Like I have one that's gonna come out later. It looks low effort, but the editing was actually really difficult. And I've been doing some on there where I'm teaching people how to play certain mini games in PONYTOWN and stuff like that. I love those videos where they draw random skins and the drawings are so majestic. Yeah, when you take like a character that you see in PONYTOWN and draw it, it's pretty good. It's pretty easy for me to make that. Do any of you guys know any bug PT YouTubers besides of Danny and Lav? Bug? Oh, Big. I was like, what? What are you talking about? And some Vietnamese PT YouTubers. There's a lot of Russian ones that are super big. Russia is super big in PONYTOWN. PONYTOWN is super big in Russia. Like, there's a lot of Russian fans. If I leave the game right now, hang on, let me save this map. Because we got a pretty good map here. Save map 7. By the way, I killed my subway map for this, so I hope you guys enjoyed this. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the Russian servers. If you ever go on here and look at the Russian servers, there's thousands of people in almost every single server. There's almost 1,000 in every single one, and one of them has almost 5,000. It's crazy. YouTubers. Let me find. No, I don't think I really subscribe to any. I'm subscribed to like Lynn, I think. Big Mama Eternal used to do a lot of PONYTOWN stuff. Their content sometimes gave me a headache, if I'm gonna be completely honest, because it was kind of bam, bam, bam all over the place. Not in a bad way. It was good, but it could be exhausting. But they stopped for some reason. Like, they just completely dropped it out of nowhere and just focused exclusively on gacha, it seemed like. And sometimes, like, 2 different Roblox games or something. How do you make that character talk, and how do you put it on screen? It's really easy. It's VitoTube Mini. You can look it up and download it. All you need is 4 different pictures of a character. One with a closed mouth, one with an open mouth, and eyes open. These both have to have eyes open. And then one with their closed mouth and closed eyes. And then one with an open mouth and closed eyes. That way you can have blinking, because it just randomly blinks. And all it's doing is switching between these four pictures at random moments. So like when I talk, it switches to the open mouth one. So whenever it detects sound, it's just switching to the open mouth. And then sometimes I have to blink while I have my mouth open, so it switches randomly to the open mouth blinking image whenever you're blinking. And then the same thing is true when I'm not talking. Sometimes it has to blink. Like that, where it just blinked. Right? And that's just how it works. And you can have multiple set up here where you can do multiple different things. So you can have multiple different characters on there at the same time. The lemon skin? Oh yeah, lemon. I don't know. I think they're Russian or something. I don't know. Light yellow skin with gray. I know exactly who you're talking about. Let me see if I can find them. I think it is like lemony something. Lemon PONYTOWN. Let's look it up that way. Hang on, I'm trying to find it. Random people are showing up, so I don't know. I don't see it. I don't remember what their name is. I thought it was like Lemony or something. Like Lemon DY or something. But I'm not seeing it when I search Lemon PONYTOWN. Like, all kinds of people show up when I do that, though, but I guess because of the keyword PONYTOWN. Even some of my really old videos show up when I do that. I don't see it. I don't know what their account is. I do see the character here, but it wasn't by the person. Like, you can see... Lord have mercy. You can see the, yeah, Lemony eats lemon after screen. PONYTOWN. So it should be... They should be there. Why don't they show up on that at the top when you search their name followed by? Oh wait, hang on. Lemony PONYTOWN. I put in Lemon PONYTOWN by accident. They're still not showing up. Maybe that's not their name. Maybe that's not how you spell it or something. I'm pretty sure that's the person though that you're thinking of. Well, no, that's Lavender's Home. Featuring Lemony. Where is their channel, though? Does their channel not exist? Why isn't it giving it to me? That's weird. I'm trying to... Yeah. You see, it's right there. You can see the How I See Your Pony game featuring Lemony, original game. What? But I can't find their actual channel. That's so bizarre. Really weird. Anyway... I honestly forgot, but all I know is it's like Lemony. Yeah, it's literally Lemony. I've always wondered why Big Mama suddenly stopped doing PONYTOWN content. I really don't know why. I really don't know why either. I've always been curious of it, and I know because I've spoken to them before years ago, because I was gonna do a collab with them, and they said they didn't want to do any collabs right now, and I was like, yeah, that's fine. We don't have to do anything like that. And then they said, whenever I'm ready to do a collab, you'll be the first person I go to. Is what they said. And it just never happened. And then I think they did a collab with like somebody else that was even smaller than my channel. So I guess maybe they were friends or something. I don't know. And then I think they posted maybe one more video after that, and then everything after that was only gacha. Like they just dropped it completely out of nowhere. She isn't Russian, plus she was friends with Lavender. I don't know. Probably they quit or deleted their account. Maybe. What's the name of the app again? I can't spell it. Does anyone What app? PONYTOWN? Pony.town? Or TikTok? TikTok is... What app? What app are you talking about? I had a fan art, but I never finished it. Oh yeah, Coral Charm. They were big too. I don't know if they're still around either. I don't know gacha. I don't know hardly anything about it. I've seen it. It used to be like a poison on TikTok. Or, sorry, not TikTok. YouTube. It used to be like a poison on YouTube. There was so much vile shit posted on YouTube that was related to gacha. I'm talking like shit that should not be on YouTube at all. Like, really fucked up stuff. It used to be all over YouTube. There was a lot of creators talking about it, like how bad it is. And I think it is still bad to some extent, still, but I don't think it's posted as much. Especially after, like, the whole, Kappa thing or whatever. The app of the character? I have no idea what you're talking about. But I am gonna end the stream here. I think we're at, where are we at? We're at 2.5 hours. I think that's a good enough place to stop. I gotta do other stuff today. This thing that's 3D printing is gonna be done in an hour. So there's a handful of stuff I gotta do. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. That's all I got for you guys. I'll see y'all around. Follow me on TikTok. I'm Danny Ballsub over there too. Should be able to find me by looking up Danny Ballsub. You can follow me on there. And that's all I got for you. Hope you guys